Hello, my lovely red mare crew. This is obviously not the red mare. This is Florence. And we've just done a bit of work. You can hear I'm slightly out of breath because we've been going up and down and up and down. That slope doesn't look like much, but it's actually quite steep, and it's really good work for her so that we can start getting her some serious muscles. She's looking pretty good. I'm quite pleased with her because she, she hadn't really done anything when she arrived. So we've just built up that muscle set slowly. Look, you can see there's some really nice definition starting in the shoulder there. I love that. I like that ripple. Obviously not that much top line, but we're getting, look, that's a little bit of an arse. We love that. Anyway, we've just done some really good work and I was really pleased with her. And I was thinking about making this video and I thought, I'll get her to do standing still Olympics and, show off and show you how incredibly well trained she is, and that she can stand in the middle of an enormous meadow and not eat. And then I thought about the thing which I always do when I talk to you in these videos, which is, what does the human want and what does the horse want? Now, that human desire was really just a bit of showing off for me, so that you'd all say, gosh, isn't she clever? And I always know when I'm looking for external validation that it means I've got a little bit of something going on inside. So I need to go back and check my own groundwork. Oh, look, there's some lovely cyclists. And I reset myself and I thought, look, if she would like to eat, let her eat. This is not about you gazing at this horse and thinking, oh my gosh, look what she can do. It's about me, first of all, giving you something lovely to look at. And there are a few things lovelier than a happy thoroughbred on a Scottish evening in a beautiful meadow. I often think, especially for those of you who live in really dry places, just being able to rest your eyes on some verdant stretches of turf must be a lovely thing. I hope it's a lovely thing. Yeah, and the point is that I like to talk to you when I've had, oh, she's off, okay. When I've had a thought about something which I think is worth sharing and I think might be helpful and thought-provoking and interesting. And my thought was, as we were doing that work, it was quite hard work. It was quite focused work, essentially going different ways round on that long rope, up and down those slopes. You can see the ground's very uneven. So it's really good for her mentally, because what I've discovered with inexperienced horses is when they're on uncertain ground, they often really lose their confidence. So I want to give her the strong sense that it doesn't matter if the ground suddenly falls away from under her feet, she can handle it. So again, it's on the principle of exposing them to small amounts of stuff they can manage, so that then as you gradually go up the scale, they can manage more extreme tests like that, which again doesn't look much on camera, but it's jolly steep. Second thing is that the up and down is very good for the muscles, and I would like to start building her some muscles, some proper muscles. And the third point of that exercise, oh, okay, she really is off. There are no fences up here, so I'm trusting her. Yes, talking of trust, the third point is when you're asking them to do something which is just a little bit more complicated than the stuff they might ordinarily do, you are asking for trust. So I see my role in that situation is to stay very, very steady, to give her a sense of safety, sense of confidence, sense that she can rely on me, sense that I'm not asking her to do anything which I feel is out of her capability. So it might look to an outside observer, look, there's some nice walkers, they might have seen us, as if I'm just sending a horse round in a variety of circles. I always try and make the circles big and varying, so I walk with her. I don't just send her around me and stand in the middle, but even so, it is just circles, really. That's what they might see, whereas I, because of the way that I've learnt to think about working a horse and a relationship with a horse, I'm doing, 4 different things. And I think that's really important. It's one of the things I've learned, is that the actual physical things I do with the horses have got simpler as I've learned more. Very basic, the stuff we do. But what I'm doing with them emotionally and mentally has got way more complex, more nuanced, more layered. She's about to stand on her rope. Oh, hold on a second. Let's just help her with that. There you go. Good girl. Although actually I never really mind if she does stand on her rope, because one of the things, we want to teach her is, again, to deal with the unexpected. So we've taught her to give to pressure rather than to fight against it. So she should be able to think her way through that rather than to panic. And it's not a bad thing. I quite like it when little things happen by accident, rather than, doing a purposeful process of desensitization. I don't really think of desensitization as a tool. I did once, I desensitized them to all kinds of things like tarpaulins and plastic bags and hula hoops, and now I prefer the idea, and again, this is a very small shift in perception, just getting them used to stuff so that they understand it, they know they can deal with it, it's not alien to them. Where are we going? Oh, we're having a big one. She's such an adventurer, this horse. If this was the red mare, she would have just stayed in place and eaten the grass, whereas this one's thinking, oh, there's a nice man with a dog. Anyway, those are some thoughts for you. The problem when I start these videos is I always have 27 other thoughts, and I have to remind myself that I can't tell you every single thing that's in my head at any given moment. But it does mean that I do sometimes wander about a bit. But I do hope this is useful, and I hope that you've enjoyed looking at the lovely Scottish evening and my beautiful good girl.